Hello, creative people. My name is Hollis with another episode of Creative Conversations, and this is very spontaneous. So, first, I'm going to tell you why I created this series, and second, I'm going to introduce my amazing guest and give a little bit of history and let him talk. So, I created this series, Creative Conversations, to have people share their stories and to create connection, because I think that's a lifeline is when we feel connected to self and we feel connected to others, and also to inspire others to see that creativity goes beyond just the realm of a pencil and a paintbrush. So I feel like this is a really good platform to be able to do that and have people please join in on the conversation. So my guest is James Rogers, which is insane because we haven't spoken since we're in Cheltenham, PA, and it's been 15 years.
Yeah, probably a good 15 years.
At least.
So her mother is my neighbor, and I was on a walk because it's a beautiful spring day. And I was like, oh, let me stop at Mrs. Gross's house. And I saw that there was a car here, and I was like, oh, she must have guests over. And I was like, well, maybe those guests are like good people because Mrs. Gross is a good person. So I stopped in, and here I am.
Oh my God, it's just, so this conversation I know is going to be incredible. So how this goes is James is going to introduce himself in a minute, and then I ask three questions. How do you define creativity? How do you incorporate it into your life? And why do you think it's important? So that's the basis, and then we kind of go with the flow and see how the conversation goes. So James is going to tell a little bit about himself, and then we'll dive into the first question. So, hi, James.
Hey, so I have been a public special ed school teacher for the last 5 years. I was living in California for 2 of those years, and that wasn't far enough west for me, so I moved to Kauai, Hawaii, and I was teaching in a public school as well as a Waldorf school in Hawaii.
Okay.
And Waldorf education changed my life. And it's funny that I'm talking about creativity because I took a Create Yourself Awake class while I was in, like, with the same Waldorf mentor that I was working with every day. She also taught adults.
Okay.
And I went into that class thinking, like, I wasn't creative at all. Creativity, I felt like, died for me in the fifth grade because I couldn't draw, I couldn't paint. I didn't know writing was considered creative. Like you said, I didn't know public speaking was, that's not creative, that's speaking. Everybody can talk. So it was really freeing to realize, like, oh wow, I am creative, and this creative side of me has been asleep for a while. So it was
So
really
you discovered that through the Waldorf?
through the Waldorf, and especially through the Create Yourself Awake.
Okay.
And also Waldorf education gave me an outlet to be creative because you're forced to be creative as a teacher every day. You're drawing on the chalkboard, memorizing a story every day, and presenting it to the students. Doing watercolor, clay. There's so many creative outlets, and as a teacher, I'm needing to guide them in this creative process.
Okay.
So Waldorf really began a huge shift for me. And then during the Waldorf time, actually, I got really deep into my meditation practice. I was introduced to it by a friend, and I realized, like, oh my gosh, I love this. This is life-changing, and I started learning about Kundalini Yoga. And I found a teacher training in India. I was like, oh, I can't go to India. It was really expensive. And I just made this, like, list of, like, 1,000 reasons I can't go. And the one reason I could go was, I was like, well, let me talk to the teacher. Maybe she'll let me go. In Waldorf, it's all about, like, go on your journey, find yourself. So she completely supported me. I was able to take a month off from school, and it changed my life, and it really opened me up to how limitless I am and how much I've been in the way of myself in the past, and it helped to clear that space for new growth. And that was a year ago. I actually graduated, like, on this date I graduated.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So
hey Angela, thanks for jumping on.
Hey. So it's been a full year of every day waking up and doing my practice, and that devotion to self has just led me to so many new experiences and new realizations, and it's changed my life. I've really struggled in the past with depression, bipolar, and like I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder. Yeah.
Wow. So okay.
Yeah,
okay.
a lot of
so,
unpacking to
so
do.
there's like this is a ton. This is so much, and this is we haven't spoken in 15 years. Like so okay. So let me start with this, and then we're gonna unravel this conversation. So, how do you define creativity?
That is a very big question, and that I found like myself breaking my pencil over and refusing to go to that Create Yourself Away class. Um,
So that was when you were in Hawaii.
Yeah, when I was in Hawaii, I really like I was trying to be creative, and I was hitting roadblocks, and I was petrified to go to this class every night. And
Was it because you had a vision in your head of what you thought creativity was?
Yeah.
Did they give you a curriculum or anything?
Yeah, and that's where it started to really unravel. Like, oh, creativity, like you can't put in a box, and it's really difficult to define. And for me, the definition of creativity is living in your truth. Whether that truth be you love to play basketball, that is a creative outlet, basketball. I'm going to acupuncture this school. That is a healing art. Putting a needle in someone and allowing their body to heal themselves, that is creative. Not every acupuncturist, not every doctor is the same.
It's like looking at somebody as a whole person.
Yeah, and so creativity is really is what is for me. It's what is that truth to you? What brings you true happiness? What like leaves you feeling invigorated, leaves you feeling awake, and then also on the other side, what like takes you out of your comfort zone, gives you a little fear, gets like your breath like panting and makes you feel alive.
Which is, I kind of see it's that whole, so my tagline is explore possibilities, express yourself, expand your thinking.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like people, it's the norm, it's kind of like a cultural thing, even though it's like, do this, just do it, just do that. People get comfortable within a space because I feel like people block themselves in because they get stuck in comfort.
Yeah.
And they don't see all the possibilities.
Yeah.
Or there are too many possibilities. They're like, well, this person's an expert in this, or this person's an expert in that. So how could I even be good at that? Because I'm not as good as them.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't think that I could do that. So I feel like people limit themselves.
Yeah. Yeah. Growth is scary, and starting is frightening. So, like you said, we
like
look
that.
up to these idols, and we think like we can't ever be that, and it's reminding yourself like they were 29 at some point and going through it.
Right.
And like Steven Spielberg, he was rejected from film school, and he forced his way onto the lot in Hollywood and would just show up.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, and he showed up, and then finally some guy's like, "What are you doing here? Who are you?" And they allowed him to come on, and then he gave him a month's pass, and he just kept coming and coming over and over, and it's like you put yourself out of that comfort zone, which is frightening, and you begin to expand and grow.
And it's that will. It's kind of like
the will is everything.
I explained to one kid, so and then we'll move on to the second question. We were doing this project, and she wasn't exactly sure how to like get this. She had to name something. She designed a building, and she had a company, and she had to come up with a name for it. And I said, just think about that feeling. She's like, I don't know how to do it, Miss Citra. I don't know how to do it. So I said, just when you get that like excited feeling that's like all bubbly in your stomach.
Mm-hmm.
You'll know when you get that feeling.
Yeah.
And I was in the middle, I was reintroducing a lesson, and all of a sudden she sat up straight, and her eyes just opened, and I looked at her and I said, did you feel it? And she went, uh-huh. And I was like, that's what it feels like. That was just amazing.
Most people don't teach a child to connect with that bubbly feeling. Most people don't teach a child to connect with their will and their heart and their gut. So you're doing it, I'm doing it, but 90% of the teachers and the parents aren't doing it. So like you said, the will. In Waldorf school, that's what I learned. A human is three-folded. They have their will, which are their arms and their legs. They're creating through their will. They have their heart center and their gut, which leads them to, like you said, it connects them to self, it connects them to source. And then they have their brain, which we educate last in Waldorf. We don't teach them how to read until third grade. So if we only educate the brain, they're going to topple over, and they're going by 8th grade. They're just all analyzing, comparing. I'm not good enough.
Interesting.
So yeah, to activate the whole child, to activate the whole body, it takes a very thought out individual and a thought out program to do that, and that's why like you sharing this with others, it's huge, because we're showing a different way and showing that like creativity isn't a one-step process. There's so many steps to being creative, and
There's so many steps.
But it's not a complicated process. I think we make things complicated, more
Yeah.
complicated than it needs to be, because we know what makes us feel good,
yeah,
and
that's what it starts with.
it's,
That first
we
step.
know what makes us feel good. It's not complicated. Like, it's not something that has to be overthought. Like, what makes me feel good? It's like, you know what makes you feel good, so you know what you're good at. It just gets very
Yeah, and going back to that, like, that child, like, what did I used to like?
Yeah.
For me, it's public speaking, it's writing, it's healing, it's conversation. That's so creative to me, because from a conversation